Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at this cool looking little kids robot by Ruko. It's the NX01, or the Cubby is its name. So take a look at how this little robot operates and just sort of the features and everything that this robot can do right after this. Alright guys, so the app for Android and iOS is called the TIA app. Now you can scan the QR code that comes with instructions, so it doesn't always take you to the Android one. Like I don't think it's on the Play Store. When I search for it, it doesn't come up. So it gives a direct link to their APK off their website. But the iOS version does link correctly. They do have it on the iOS app store. So when you get that downloaded, first thing you want to do is, of course, get the robot charged up. Now it comes with a USB cable. It's micro USB. And what you do is you'll plug that into the rear here, into the micro USB port. And there's a little bitty pinhole, little light here. I think it was blue. It might have been red. It will go out when it's fully charged. Then you know that the internal battery is fully charged on this guy. Then you have an on, you have off, on. It's a 3-mode switch, off, on, and a blue. The Bluetooth allows you to just use this robot as a Bluetooth speaker. So you put it in that mode. The robot won't do anything more than power the internal speaker. Then you connect just to your phone's Bluetooth. You don't use the app at all. And then you would just stream music to it. So you can do. So it's a nice little added feature. The robot also has these buttons on top, which I'll show you guys here in a moment before we use the app. You can just do some automated stuff. This would be particularly handy for the younger kids, like a 3-year-old who doesn't have a phone or a tablet, or maybe you don't want to give them your phone to use for that because they always mess the phone up like my daughter does. They can just press these buttons and do some of the basic features to control this little robot around. He does have wheels, so he can drive himself, which I'll show you in one of those modes. So let's go ahead and turn him on. I'm just going to go into that middle mode. And let's see, I can't remember, he might make some sound. Yeah, he's doing, it sounds a little bit like R2-D2 from Star Wars, but he's kind of wanting to go there. We're going to try to do this on a table. He's doing some demonstrations, but I want you guys to be able to see this. He's doing a lot of stuff here.
Show it.
He's kind of demonstrating. But what we want to do is you want to connect to the Bluetooth. So upper right hand corner, you click that and it'll start scanning. And there it comes up with the FXJQR. I'm going to click that and it will connect. There are some Chinese writing in here too. And look, it stops. So once you get connected, he'll stop doing this demonstration mode because, as you guys can see, well, no, he's still talking. He's doing a lot of stuff on his own. I don't want to drive off the table. So go ahead and press enter to enter in. And as you can see, you've got a drive mode and a coding mode. Now the drive mode lets you manually drive him. All manual controls. The coding mode is like a programming mode. You can program preset, go forward, turn right, all that stuff. I'll show you guys in a moment. So let's get into drive mode and let's hope that it stops this demo mode.
Go forward.
Oh, he just keeps wanting to go. I don't remember doing this the other day when I was connected to it. But you can control him here, see? Let's see if I can turn him. He may be, let's see if I can do it like this.
Turn right.
I don't know why it keeps doing this. I'm going to click home, go back. See, it should allow me, see here guys, hopefully this will take over and stop that demo mode. Because I did this, played with it the other day, and I don't remember that. It may have been doing it, I was just so preoccupied with trying to figure it out, but that was sort of annoying because I'm trying to talk over for one, which won't typically matter. Look, it's still doing it. But I want to be able to control it here, and it's kind of taking off and doing its own thing. So this little virtual joystick on the left lets you control him, and he will, as long as I'm doing that, he's not going to go and do his own thing. So just turn it, and of course it just uses those 2 wheels sort of like a tank control. It's going to turn one wheel to turn while it moves the other one. Now off to the right you have your Bluetooth, your home screen in the back here, and he's going to try to go again. And let's press a little smiley face here. And let's see if that did anything. Let's press that again. Oh, is that doing anything there? It may just be, yeah, it's doing some hearts, and it's hard for me to see because I'm looking back here, but he's going to do some little animations. This one here, the second one over, you press that, and that should be doing something. And there's a little mode here. That is like a demo mode. That little play icon will put him into a different dancing and singing mode. Yeah, this little one down here that looks like a little face doing this. We'll do some stuff. And then there's this little mode here, which I think that one turns the screen on and off. Let's see, the little projector one. Yeah, that turns the screen on and off. Then you do have a volume button. Now that's all the way up. Let's see, you click that and it gets really loud. Now in the middle of the app, and I know it's hard for you guys to see because I'm doing the stuff on the screen recording, you can't exactly see what I'm pointing to. Now before I look at the screen in the middle, you have these little right and left arrows, and you can see that just turns the head. Very silent. So if a kid wanted to just drive this around like this, go forward. Sometimes when I go forward the first time it goes in reverse. You can turn the head around. See, I think it probably doesn't quite go 180. Looks like it goes maybe 130 degrees or 120 degrees. You click in this middle of the screen. Boy, is that loud. And he's going to try to take off. I'm going to put that sound down because if it starts talking, that's really loud to talk over. This middle screen, you press that and then you get all those dots. And this is where you can program in some things to say or use some of the preset words and, facial expressions. So across the top, you have all these little black dots on the very top of this. And that's like each page. So each word or thing it'll display. Then in the middle, you of course have the dots where you can draw something if you want. And across the bottom, it has those preset bubbles or circles that has the different words and the different animations. And if you press the plus, you can add another one to it. So you can see you press like who, and there you can see that right there. And then if I want to go back to one of the empty ones, I could draw some. Let's just try to draw like an X or something to see if that works. It's very, very sloppy, as you can see. When I upload it, that's when you're going to be able to see it. And it looks really cruddy there, but I was trying to draw that. So you have to press the little upload in the bottom right to actually send it what you want to do to the robot. If you go over, you have like two dots here. I can send that to it. Let's see, did that work? There's different ones here. There's looks like a person. There's a little wave. And you can send this all to it with that little bottom right, or you can trash can what you actually drew there with the trash can. And then you have these little stars you go through, and these are like some sort of different types, like it'll scroll right or left or spin. It sort of tells you how to animate the little thing that you're doing. So let's go, to kind of go back, you just press that home screen, and now you can go back to the main screen. Let's go to coding. And what coding does is lets you pre-program. The top row here, we select those. This is going to tell you can program the movement. Turn left, turn right, go forward. The middle row, that lets you do some of those preset animation sound stuff that the robot does. And then the bottom lets you do more of those with the screen. So the middle, I think, is more like sounds. And the bottom one was like more of the different facial expressions and or text. And as you can see, you've got on the bottom there, you have to press this little button here in the bottom left. So let's add a few things here. And then when you press that little bottom right, a little separator thing, that sort of tells it you're ready to go and upload it and then send those commands by pressing play. Let's see if that, and there it goes. See, it's trying to do what I told it to do. So I'm going to press the X and try to get out of that if I can. Or press the play to stop. It's really wanting to go. Let's see if I can get out of that. Pause it maybe. There we go. So a kid can certainly do this, and they have a tablet, even a cheap Amazon Fire tablet or an iPad, of course, will allow them to do this stuff. Press the home and go back to that main screen.
Go backwards.
And you want to go again. Now, if I press some of these buttons on the top, I'll show you guys what that does. This one here, there's different ones. There's some of the music. And this should do some different faces or sounds. Very, very loud. And then there's this one. And that's sort of all the different stuff that it does there. Very, very loud, but this is going to be very easy for someone younger like my daughter, who's actually down here. She came down here just now. She's almost 6. It's easier for her to do this than to use a tablet. I'm going to turn it off now, guys, because this is getting to be really difficult to talk over. But she could do this easier. Now, she's almost 6, so she can certainly handle a tablet. But a younger child is going to certainly want to use these buttons. Overall, pretty cool. Again, it's a TIA Cubby. It does take some getting used to. As you can see, I practice with this. I'm still getting caught off guard. So keep in mind, this is not like super easy. But any younger kid, they're so good with these tablets and stuff, they're going to catch on to it. Just keep in mind, it's going to take them a little while to maybe figure out how to use all the features. All right, guys, that wraps up the review of the little TIA Cubby from Ruko. If you're interested in this, I'll include a purchase link down in the video description to this. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And while you're at it, click that bell. That way you're notified every time I upload a new video. YouTube will let you know. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side.